My belief is that, again, I think sometimes it's quite easy, the pitch process, to have too many people involved in it, almost going to too many agencies. You read quite often now that you suddenly see that 6 or 7 agencies involved in a pitch, and it almost becomes. I personally would find that really unwieldy, trying to look through that amount of work and try and make decisions on it based on it. So again, I think sometimes there's too many agencies at the beginning. I'm not talking about the tender stage. I'm talking about physically being asked to go along and actually present work. That work costs a lot of money to do. So 6 out of those 7 agencies are going to lose out in the whole process. The actual process of the pitch as well. Again, I think sometimes if I suddenly swapped around and I suddenly became a client, I'd want to be a bit more involved in the pitch process than they are, because they obviously try to have a level playing field and nobody else is allowed to have an advantage. It's not how you would work with a client. You would work on a day-to-day basis. You would be in touch with them. You'd be talking to them about stuff, whereas when it's a pitch, you have to go off in your own corner and just work on it and come back that day and go, there it is, this is what we've come back with. So if I was going to be a client, I'd try and be a bit more involved in it, find a way in which you could do that and not overload the process with people from both sides. Also, again, sometimes you go to client meetings and pitch meetings, and there's just loads of people in the room, like 10, 12 people, and you get to a point where there's almost too many people being involved in the process.